So people always ask me, since I am the biggest guy in the gym and the only one that's bulking, how did you get your biceps so big, juicy and succulent? So what if I told you I only ever do one bicep exercise and it's this, the spider curl? Well then, you'd be an absolute idiot. I actually do 2 to 3 exercises every time I train my biceps. But you may be wondering, Jack, why are you only curling 30 kilograms? You look so big, succulent and juicy, you should be curling more than that. But the truth is, it doesn't matter how much you're lifting, it just matters how big, juicy, succulent and bulbous you're looking while you do it. This is the mistake most people make. They often ego lift, trying to lift more weights than they actually can by swinging and messing up their form. This was also a mistake that I personally made, which took me ages to actually fix out. When I first started lifting around 4.5 years ago, a lesser inferior version of myself was full of ego and just wanting to lift as much as possible, which is why I saw minimal results. But now, most of my sets look as intense as this one. And as you can see, I clearly have no ego, rocking the taped up headphones. I bet you thought I was done there, but no, since I'm the biggest, juiciest and most succulent person in the gym, I just dropped it by 10 kilograms, picked it up and started repping out yet again. Now this is an intensity technique that you can use for pretty much every exercise to really push yourself. And as you can see, after every rep I just look juicier and juicier. Nobody is curling as hard as me in the gym. I don't only just use this succulent technique on my biceps, you can use it for pretty much every other muscle. Quads, hamstrings, calves, as long as it's the last exercise, just keep on dropping the weight until you can't get any more and more. Increases the volume and it gives you a nice juicy pump. If you do this, I can guarantee you'll build an exodia physique one body part at a time. You see, you've just watched me curl for about 1:30, right? And you're only halfway through the video. When was the last time you saw anybody in the gym train as hard as this? The answer is probably never, unless you go to my gym and you see me. You see, when I do a set, I'm not thinking about when I'm gonna fail. I'm thinking about when all these infinite alternate versions of me are gonna fail, and I need to do one more than those guys. That's why I keep on pumping rep after rep after rep, even when you think I can't get any more. Because deep down, you're only your own competition. That's how you should think about it, guys. Since I am the biggest, juiciest, most bulbous and succulent Jack Hancock there is, I'm not going to let some inferior version of you out-rep me. So I got up and I picked up those 10s and I went at it again, like a dog. It doesn't matter that this is only 10 kilograms that I'm curling. It feels like 50. Every rep, the tendon feels like it's about to peel off the goddamn bone. And look at how bulbous that bicep is looking. Holy shit. So that's just it, guys. The trick is, train as intensely as you possibly can. It doesn't matter what you need to manifest in your mind for it to happen, as long as you're pushing yourself to your absolute limits. And look at this, the cameraman got distracted by the bunda and is thus raptured by God to be saved. Now, no matter how hard you actually train, you gotta remember that there's always a version of Jack Hancock out there out-training you all, no matter how hard you try. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try and be the best version of yourself, because that's what everybody should strive to do, regardless of circumstances. But just remember that I'm the only one bulking, I'm the biggest guy in the gym. Out of an infinite number of alternate Jack Hancocks, I am the biggest, most succulent, juicy and bulbous Jack Hancock out of them all. Nobody is out there curling the 10s with as much intensity and passion as me.